Hello, I just finished a journal that I've been working in for quite a while now, and I thought today that I'd show it to you. So this is a Moleskine journal. I got this from Singapore in July 2023, and that's when I started this journal. I put it my everyday journal. It's kind of like a sketchbook slash journaly thing, whatever I want it to be really. And I take this pretty much everywhere with me. So I just finished it actually just about an hour ago. So let's peek inside. I've just used this to cover my details. Okay, so when I got this journal, as I said, I got it in Singapore. So I started using it as a journal, and I just wrote down the things that we did there. And then I've drawn a few pictures of places we went, like Haw Villa and the zoo and the Botanic Gardens. And yeah, that's how this journal started out, but you'll see that it did change the way that I used it. And then I came home, and these are drawings of flowers in my garden. So I love my garden, and you'll see a lot of flowers in this journal. So yeah, see, more flowers. And I am using it still here as a written journal as well. More flowers, and I put stickers in here too. And on this day, I took it to the beach with me and just drew some of the things that washed up on the shore. Bit of seaweed and a sea sponge. And then I drew more flowers. I told you I liked flowers. This is just a sketch to remember the blue supermoon that happened. And more flowers. I must have taken it with me, my journal with me, to Kings Park and drawn some of the wildflowers that I saw there as I was walking around. In spring, we have beautiful wildflower displays here in Western Australia. So this is from a day that I went to Rottnest Island by myself for a big walk, and I just took my journal and sketched things that I saw on the beach. And this is a whole collection of shells and things that were on the sand. Then here I've started a piece of seaweed, but I don't think I finished it. A lovely day on Rotto, walking the island with my sketchbook. And this is me saying goodbye to the whales. So the humpback whales migrate up and down the coast here in Western Australia, and I love them. I go and see them a couple of times every year, and I can sometimes see them on my walks too. So this is me saying goodbye. We'll see you next year. More beach bits, seaweed and things. And this is from the start of last year. We went down south and had a holiday in a place called the Parongarups, which are these beautiful mountains and rock formations. And near the cabin we stayed, there were lots of hares and bunnies. So this is one of the little bunnies that was in the front yard running around. The little birdie on its head. And then in the field across from the cabin, there were so many kangaroos in the late afternoons and early mornings. So I had to draw the kangaroos as well, of course. And then this is Castle Rock, which is a well-known rock formation down there. So people go down there to do big bushwalks and rock climb and stuff. It's a really spectacular place. And then after that, we went to Bali. I did a printmaking workshop over in Bali for a week at the start of last year. So this is from that. And now this is just doodling underwater kind of formations. I love snorkeling and do a lot of work on coral reefs and stuff. So that's what this is. Another page about my garden and how much I love it. A flower I started, and then just some stickers I must have got from somewhere. And there's also some dried flowers in here as well. And then halfway through last year, we went up to Darwin to visit my brother, and Darwin is in Northern Australia, and they are known for their crocodiles. Lots of crocodiles in Darwin, so this is a croc, of course. And then we went to Queensland to visit my family. There's a little feather, tiny little feather. And I went to the rainforest and drew some of the rainforest birds that we saw up there. Love drawing birds. And we were very, very lucky to see a platypus up in the hinterland as well. They're very, very shy creatures and you have to be really patient, which we were, and our patience paid off. Yeah. And then this is from a waterfall. This is the waterfall here called Condalilla Falls, and they have these special rare frogs that live in the pond underneath the pool, I should say, underneath the waterfall. And then while we were in Queensland, saw lots of humpback whales, and then we went down to Byron Bay, which is actually in New South Wales, and we could see whales from the lighthouse. It was really special. It was so beautiful. And now we're back home in Western Australia, and I was watching Secrets of the Whales on the Disney Channel, and of course I had to draw more whales. Any excuse to draw whales. And then I was watching Rings of Power, and this is Nori from Rings of Power. If you know the show, you'll know who Nori is. So yeah, it's just sketching her. Another whale. I do love the whales. We went up north to see the wildflower display at the end of last year, or in spring, I should say, of last year. And these are some of the spider orchids we saw. And then this is a collection of the flowers that we saw while we were out adventuring looking for wildflowers. This is just an image I saw in a book off my bookshelf. I just wanted something to draw, and this snake emerged. Spring in my garden. Spring is a magical time here. So these are some of the flowers that were in my garden this spring. This past spring. And this is a pair of spotted doves that visit my courtyard every spring. They're such wonderful birds. They're so funny and cute. I just love them. And then these are wattle birds that visit my garden as well. I love them too. And this is a little willy wagtail that visits my garden too. So I've got a few little birds that visit my garden, mostly in spring though. I don't see many after spring. I've only got a very small garden and it's walled, so yeah, I don't get many birds coming in, but spring is the time. And then this is an osprey. There's an osprey that lives near our beach. Beautiful birds. So this owl I drew on a flight from Perth to Sydney. If you want a flight to go quickly, draw. It's the best way I know to make time pass quickly on a flight. And then when we're in Sydney, I drew these birds, ibis versus seagulls. So they were everywhere, particularly seagulls. And then we saw the penguins at the Sydney Aquarium. They're so cute. And then this is back home. This is a quick sketch of Frankie, who is being adorable. Frankie's my cat. He's so cute. You can see it's a very quick sketch. This is a picture I did yesterday. Just a sweet drawing of a girl and her cat, or dreaming of her cat. This is a swan I just finished too. Beautiful black swan. I'm doing a lot of work with swans in them, so I tend to get fixated on one thing and then I'll just do a lot of it, and then I'll become comfortable drawing swans without having to reference them too much. I can pretty much draw whales in my sleep now. There, see, another whale. And this is my final page. I actually just finished this about an hour ago. So this is farewell to the book. Goodbye journal. I've loved spending time with you. Finished on the 14th of the 1st, 25. So that's it. That's my finished book. And yeah, thanks for looking with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.